Under Location Services, you'll be able to toggle on and off your GPS, provided your tablet or phone has that capability. The security option in Settings has two very important settings that I use very frequently, and you should be familiar with. And the first one is Unknown Sources under Device Administration. I very frequently install APK files. Now, the APK file is just like the .exe files of a traditional computer. It's just an executable file, but specifically for Android. Now, I need to have that box checkmarked if I'm going to be able to install those APK files. And the other very important thing is it gives you the chance to select how your device will be locked for security. You can choose things such as a screen lock. You can unlock it with your face, and no, that doesn't involve sticking it on the tablet. No, in the newer versions of Android, you can actually use a picture of your face to compare it to yourself, and then it will allow you in. I haven't really been too keen on that myself, but to each their own. You can also use a pattern that you swipe across the screen, as well as pins or password numbers. It's all up to you. The Language and Input tab inside the Settings menu is where you're going to select the, language that you'll be using, as well as input methods, such as your keyboard. For those of you who have swipe, this is where you would be selecting the swipe keyboard over the traditional Android keyboard. Now, on occasion, you may need to back up and reset your tablet, and the aptly named Backup and Reset section of the Settings menu is just what the doctor ordered. Now, from there, you'll be able to back up your data. Through your Google account, you can actually back up your passwords, your application data, and everything to be linked to your Gmail account. This means that when you go ahead and, say, factory reset your tablet, you'll be able to take all that information and toss it right back onto your tablet. This can be very useful if you have a lot of data across a wide variety of applications that you're just not so sure you can bring to bear all at the drop of a hat. Now we move on to the accounts. Now you can sync various types of accounts. For example, your Google accounts or Gmail accounts will sync with the Play Store. They will also sync with your email. However, the independent email apps can sync with pretty much any type of email inbox. So, just FYI. You can also add accounts from here in the Settings menu. Now, date and time will allow you to essentially set date and time of your tablet. I think I notice a pattern going on here. The accessibility option can be very useful for those of you who want to toggle on or off a couple of features, such as the automatic rotation of the screen when you turn it. Also, in Android, you don't really do the double-clicking that you would on a traditional computer. You do a touch and hold. From this menu, you can change how long you need to hold for it to register as a touch and hold. Now, the development options is very useful for those of you who intend on tinkering around a little bit with your tablet. There are a lot of things in the developer options for you to select. However, I will say that most of them really aren't going to fall within the purview of Android 101. Perhaps 201 will get around to those. But in the meantime, just know that there are a lot of useful options in developer options, but it's probably not something you should be tinkering around with unless you've got a very specific goal that you're working towards. The last option on the Settings menu is the About option. In this case, it's About Tablet. This is where you will want to go to check for over-the-air system updates. For example, say you're running a tablet that was recently updated by the manufacturer to run Android 4.2. By clicking on the system updates, it would allow you to check for and see if that is also available for you. In addition, it will also tell you the version of Android that you are presently running, the model of your tablet, and a lot of other information that can be important for diagnosing problems or issues with your tablet. Well, that is the settings menu, and I hope that you can see now why I would say it's one of the most important preloaded applications. It gives you so much information in such a compact format, and gives you so many important options that you need to be well familiar with the settings application if you're going to continue along your path of learning how to do with Android what you want to do. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you for the next episode of Android 101.